just
Oh,
go to Scratch on your web, Scratch, and then once you go to Scratch, you'll see the best link, Scratch image program and share. So once you click it, you're going to see it. You're going to see the Scratch image, and then click start creating. Let me try it here. So once you click start creating, it's going to bring your Scratch on your. So I'm going to also be using Scratch from my web today. So do you know how to do it? I should share my screen. Should I share my screen?
yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'll share my screen now and show you how I put Scratch via the web. So I'm going to share. So can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, so I've put it here, but let me cancel it and start again. Now look at this Scratch.
Oh,
So click it. Once you click Scratch, you see this first link over here. Are you with me?
yes.
So once you click Scratch image program and share, it's going to bring this, and then you are going to click here, start creating. So it's going to bring a new page, and then you close this. So it's going to bring a new page for you as it is on the app. So can you try that, please?
Okay.
Okay, try that now. Let's.
And I what? That's why I said ask for a moment so that you know what you are doing. Mr. Bolo, please come help me. And so that I can try and connect my
You are not audible. I don't hear you.
phone to connect my headphones.
Hello.
Mr. Bolaji, can I have a moment to connect to my earphones?
Okay, okay. Do that. Do that.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen. Okay, that's very good. So, can you explain briefly what you learned last class?
I meant about something. I'm not invited.
Okay, I see that you understand what you did last class, you're able to do it. That's very good. That's very good.
Yes, sir.
But there's a bug in your code. Go to your cat. Go to your cat. You see, you are going to put if answer, not if. You are going to put if
Oh,
answer
that's what
equals to
I'm
50.
doing. But I want to say,
Yes, if answer equals to 50. And that's what I'm
because
going to
then I
put
can't.
there. And in this situation, you are making cat be the person answering. I'm making cat be the person answering your question. So that means it's Trisha that will ask the question. You understand? You get? So
Yes.
Trisha is going to ask the
I can
question.
see. I can
Again. So Trisha is going to, when flag is clicked, Trisha will ask the question, what is 2 plus 2, and then broadcast a message 1. Then you are going to go to car and say when I receive message 1, not when start is clicked. This is the confusion. Don't delete it. Don't delete it. What I'm just trying to say is that you mix your code a little bit. You you can check your saved work once you reach your laptop to confirm and go over it again. You understand, so you won't forget. But I see that you really understood last class, so I'm going to proceed. So this class, so open a new file, load a new file. Let's start. So delete those blocks and delete Trisha, load the default file.
Ada 1000, ada 2000. Nace ko ba irin abin da ta magana ba ne.
Okay. So now, today we are going to be treating the operators. I'm going to treat the operators and then making a variable. I'm going to print operators. I'm going to make a variable. And so now, operators. We did this yesterday. This was yesterday. If this is known as, you see, can you see this? Let me zoom it. See this first one. Empty space plus empty space. It is also similar to addition. It can't start. It can't start on its. It can't stand on its own. It has to be joined inside another block. So, for instance, now, you can say you now put this inside and say hello. Okay, say 2 plus 2. Now if you click it, you see it said 2 plus 2. Have you seen? It's like an operation, it's like a calculator, it calculates for you. It says say 2 plus 2. I mean 22 plus 22, it says 44. It says say 38 plus 39. You see, once you click it, it's going to mark it for you. It's going to say 78. You understand? You don't need to be adding by yourself. So if you want to add an answer plus a certain number, you can come to sensing and say answer plus 39. So whatever answer you have, it's going to add it with 39 and it's going to say it. So currently the answer is 0. There is no answer there. Answer plus 39 is equal to 39. So for instance, yesterday, once we are doing ask what is something, now we're going to put an answer there. It's going to say the answer plus 39. Are we on the same page?
Yes, sir.
So that is this about that. So the next block is minus. It's still the same thing. I want to say 22. You don't need to minus it. 22. It's going to say 22 minus 22, which is 0. So that's just that. We're going to say it like that. And this is also multiplication. If you want to multiplicate large number, you want your sprite to know mathematics, you can say 90 multiplied by 108. That's a very big calculation, but it's going to calculate it. That is 9,720. So those are the operations. They're like mathematics. So that's it. So you can also use them as, so that's what they are. And then this is divide. This is a divide one. You can say 30 divided by 3. Say. Now you can also, let me stop using say. You can say move 30 divided by 3 steps. What is 30 divided by 3 steps? 10 steps. You see? Let's move 30 divided by 3 steps. You see that? If you say
yes,
turn 30 divided by 15 degrees, it's going to turn 10 degrees. So all these are operators that are going to calculate for you and put it there. It's going to keep calculating. So you can just change. You want it to be by 40 by divided by 2 degrees. You can just move it like this. So all these oval blocks like this can be put into all this oval shape. So you say point point in direction 40 divided by 3 is going to point in that degree. So That is that about that block. Can put it inside any other block. Can do that. So let's delete that. So another operation, we have pick random one to pick random from 1 to 10. So this block is going to pick a random number from 1 to 10. So for example, you are doing making a random thing. You want to say, some games they'll just, if you they'll say pick a random number or say a random number. It's going to say a random number between 1 to 10. For instance, there are quizzes between number 1 to number 10. So you can ask it to say a random number from 1 to 10. So if it says number 7, you are going to ask number 7 question. So pick number, say random. So once you keep clicking it, it's going to keep saying a random number. So if you say pick a random number from 1 to 1,000, say pick a random number from 1 to 1,000. So if it's pick a random number from 1 to 1,000, it's going to say it. So 136. Are we on the same page?
Yes, sir.
That's very good. Now you see, these operators here are oval, but this one, they are hexagon. So where are these going to be? These blocks are going to be, they are going to be inside control. That's what we used yesterday. Inside control, they're going to be in all this conditional control. That's what we used yesterday, that if answer greater than 50, what should happen? Or if something is greater than something, what should happen? So this is like a conditional blocks. So you are going to put it, it's meant to be inside this place. It's going to be inside this place. So if answer is greater than 50, what should it do? So let's see, answer here. If answer is greater than 50, motion, it should move 10 steps. So once you are clicking it, is answer greater than 50? There is no the answer. It is not moving. It's not moving. So it's 0. So 0 is not greater than 50. That's why it did not move. But in a situation where you put if 100 greater than 50, it should move. So 100 is greater than 50. That's why it moves. That's why it moves. Are we on the same page? Me?
So,
Are we on the same page?
yes.
Okay, so now let's continue. Our next operator here are this one here, their conditional block. If certain number is less than 50, what should happen? And then this one, if something is equals to 50, what should happen? You know, we did it yesterday, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so all these ones too, they are similar blocks. So is when you are using your code, whatever you want to do, the game you are going to do, that's what is going to you are going to have to do. So most of them are going to be used when trying to make things happen, or like the quiz we did yesterday. If answer is less than, if answer is equals to something certain should happen. So that's what that is about. The operational blocks that we are going to be able to cover it finish today, because they are self-explanatory and they are mostly not used in games like that. It's self-explanatory. Um and if you see this here and this happens, you understand what should happen. Like, you are going to put it inside there like this. I'm gonna put it there. So you see all these are long blocks, all these are just conditional blocks that happen like that. Now we have the next one here. This next one you see is different from these other ones. These other ones are hexagon shape. This is also circular. So these ones they go to loops. You're going to go inside loops. Now look at this. You see, join apple and banana. What do you think it's going to do? Amy,
So,
if you click join apple and banana, what do you think the sprite is going to do?
if I join what?
If I click this code, join apple and banana, if I click it, what is going to happen?
Apple and banana will be together.
No, it's not going to do anything because operational blocks cannot work on their own. So I'm going to put it inside this place. So once they say apple, say join apple and banana together, say it together. Once you click it, it's going to say banana. Going together. Apple, banana. Do you understand? So if you put your if you want something to happen, you put join my name and join is Amy. If you say so, you see it joins together. My name is Amy. You see it joins together like that. So
Yes.
it said it
I
joined it.
only stay for 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's joined it for 2 seconds. So now look at the next one. This next letter one of apple. What is the letter one of apple?
Sir?
What is the letter one of apple?
A.
A. So if you click it alone, it's going to say A, but nothing is going to happen. If you go put it inside this place, now it's going to say A. Say letter 3 of apple, need to say P. So you can just join blocks together saying if answer is less than 50, if answer is less than 50, it should say letter 3 of apple. So answer is less than 50, it says the letter 3 of apple. So those are the operational blocks. They are just like calculations. They calculate things for you. They give things. They,
Yeah. For me.
now see this next one. You see, it is a hexagon shape. It's a hexagon shape block. So what did he say? Apple contains A. Is asking a question. Do apple contain A? This one tells a true or false question. Apple contains A. He said true. Apple contains T. False. So you can come here. If apple contains T, say the letter 3 of apple. So you see, apple does not contain T, so it's not going to say the letter 3 of apple. But if apple contains P, once you click it, it's going to say the letter 3 of apple. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So mostly all these things is answer. Once you are doing quiz, if apple contains answer, whatever you answer, you should say letter 3 of apple or letter 2 of apple. For instance, you ask a question that what is the what is the third letter in apple? So when
P.
flag is clicked, ask what is the third letter in apple? Ask it. So once it asks it, so when flag is clicked, if apple contains answer, say letter 3. Let's say P for 2 seconds. This letter of apple for 3 seconds. So now I told you yesterday, if you say this once, if you see it once, if you not put forever there, it's just going to look for it once. So I'm going to forever there. So when it starts to click, it should keep looking for it forever. It should keep looking for the condition forever. So now when flag is clicked, answer. Okay, wait. Is there another code there? If apple contains answer, okay, our answer probably has something inside it. Look, our answer is empty. Okay, so when flag is clicked, ask what is the developer and upper and weight. So what is the third letter of apple? P.
P.
Once you click it, look, if apple contains P, say the letter 3 of P. So that's it. Asking a question, saying the condition, and all those. So that is what different blocks are about. So length of apple. Look at this. Length of apple. What's the length of apple? 5. Length of apple is 5. If you put your thing, what's the length of Amy? 4. Length of Amy is 4. That's the length of the letter you type inside. What's the length of people? 2. 6. So are we on the same page? Amy? Are we on the same page?
Yes.
Okay. So those are the optional blocks. They are just like mathematics, they are just like calculators. They help you calculate what's going to happen, they give awareness and all those kind of things. So I want you to share your screen. I'm going to ask you to do some things now regarding the operational blocks. So can you please share your screen?
Yes.
Amy? So
Just send me the address. You have to.
I want you to make your sprite say 2 plus 2, 22 plus 22 using the operational block.
That's why today I just have to start.
Is it the operational block? Make it add 22 plus 22. And it should say it.
I want to get and
Okay, very good. Now it means for if to say it. So under the looks block, you are going to see. Under the looks block, you are going to see say. Make it say it. So
say
you are going to put that operational block, you are going to put it inside that hello. So instead of it saying hello, it's going to say 22 plus 22 for 2 seconds. So now click the block. click the block, let's see what happens. Amy, okay, very good. So that's very good. So likewise, you can do that for division. You can do that for you can do that for division. You can do that for addition, subtraction, all those other things. Just the operational block tells you, gives you question, helps to calculate things and the likes. So moving on. Now, I want to look at my screen. We are going to make a variable, making a variable blocks. So, are you seeing my screen now?
Yes.
Okay,
I said yes.
so very good. Now, this is how to make a variable. So, what does variable mean? A variable, like if you want to make a score or timer, you want to set a score or a timer to your game. You know, my previous game, you see the score counting or you see the timer counting down. So what you want to happen, what variable you want to create. So you are going to, if you show variable, you see it's going to show my variable 0, but you can just cancel it. Now you want to make a variable. Let me delete all this. So these are the variable blocks. So if you click make a variable, you can make a variable for all sprites or for this sprite only. So I'm making a variable for all sprites. So all sprites in your game is going to be using that variable. So let's make a variable score. Score. Okay. So have you seen here? Score 0. Are you with me?
Yes.
Now I make a variable score. So now, for instance, you want your score to be adding. You see here, set my variable to 0. So you can click an event here that when flag is click, it should set your variable to 0. So your score is going to start from the beginning while you are click start, it's going to reset to 0. You know, for every game, once you start it, your score is going to set to 0. So once flag is clicked, if your score is 100 before, once you start the game, your variable score is going to set to 0. Now look here, it's my variable that is 0. So I'm going to click here and set it to score. I'm going to click here and set it to score to make sure it is score. You are setting to 0 when flag is clicked. So if you want to make a game of a running game, for instance, and you want after your start, after each step you take, you should add your score by 1. So what are you going to do? That is this is the function of this block here. Change my variable by 1. So you are going to put an event there that if something happens, you should change your variable by 1. So yeah, make sure it is score that is there. Change score by 1. If you click it, look, I see the score. It's changing by 1, changing by 1, changing by 1. So you can also make something happen that if you press a certain maybe back here or something, it should change your variable to by -1. So once you click change score to -1, it's going to be minusing it by 1. So we are going to make our cat. You know, a code to make our cat be moving. We've done it in our previous class. When event, when front arrow key is pressed, when right arrow key is pressed, motion, move 10 steps, and looks, next costume, and then I'm going to do so.
Oh, everything,
Wait
everything
1 second.
everything. Boxers, socks.
So now when 1 second. Now I told you 1 second to be too much. So 0.5 seconds. So when right arrow key is pressed, it moves 10 steps, change costume, goes up and change next costume. So that's it. Can make it here like this. Have you seen that? So once I click on first arrow, it's moving. So I want you to do that on your scratch now. I want you to do that. Make your sprite be moving once you click right arrow. Make it be moving once you click right arrow. Not there, not there. It is under. It's under. When right arrow key is pressed, you see, when right arrow key is pressed, when right arrow key is pressed, your sprite is moving, right?
Yes.
Right? Amy?
So yes.
So we want every step that your sprite takes once you click the right arrow key, your score should be changing by 1. So what are you going to do? You are going to add, look at my screen. You are going to add this block here, change score by 1. So now look, when flag is pressed, see my score is set to 0. When right arrow key is pressed, my score is changing by 1. It's changing by 1. It's moving. So if I keep moving, if I keep pressing my front arrow, my score is changing by 1. Have you seen that?
Yes.
So that's how to add your variable, how to make your variable be changing by 1. And let's say you can just make another code here that when something else is, maybe when back arrow key is pressed, event, when left arrow key is pressed, by mistake, it should change score by -1. By -1. So now look, if I press my left arrow key, when left arrow key is pressed, you see, it's changing my score by -1 as I'm pressing it. But if I keep moving, it's going to be changing it by 2 + 1. So that's how to use your score variable. So show my variable, hide my variable. You can so those are all the blocks on that variable. So you can show my variable and you can hide my variable. So that's those are all the codes under making variables. So I'm going to do a mini project now. I'm going to do a mini project on, I'm going to do a catch game. So first, I want to, have you done this on your scratch? Have you done this? So that's how to put your variable. Are you sure it is plus one and minus one you use differently? Minus one is for reducing your variable, while plus one is for adding one to your score. So you can save that. That is just moving to. You can put a backdrop there and save it. Maybe a racing field. Just put any backdrop there. A backdrop. Can put a blue sky. You can put it there. I can save it. So once I click in it, so once you click start, it's going to set it to 0. And once I click, your score is going to be increasing. Once you press the left key, it's going to be ready. So you shouldn't press your left key. So that is what this mini game is about. So that is basically how to add score. You can also add timer. Once you add the timer, add variable, put timer or time. Then for all sprites, okay. Now look at this. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So now time. You want your time to be 100 seconds. Once you clear, you have 100 seconds to run from here to here. 100 seconds is even too much. Let's make 50 seconds. So now, you know what I'm going to do? Just like this, I'm going to click event. When flag is clicked, see under your variable, I'm going to set time. I'm going to make sure it's time. Set time to 50. So now when you click start, you see your score is set to 50 and your time is set to 0 rather, and your time is set to 50. So you want your time to be reducing every 1 seconds. Do you know how I'm going to do that? You're going to come controls, then wait 1 second, and then change time by make sure it is -1, so that it's going to be reducing by -1. So now if you click start, look at the code. If you click start, your score sets to 50 and your timer changed to 49 after 1 second. But you see, it's just going to do that how many times? 1 time. So that's why we have our repetition block here under control. Since our time is going to be set to 50, we make it wait 1 second and wait 1 second. I'm going to make this repeat it 50 times. So once you repeat it 50 times, it's going to reach 0, right? Amy,
So,
do you see the block here? When flag is clicked, set timer to 50. Then it should wait 1 second and change time by -1. And it should repeat the process 50 times. So once you do that, it's going to be reduced to 0 after 50 seconds because it's going to reduce it to 50 seconds. Now look at this. When flag is clicked, our score is 0 because I've not pressed right arrow key, and our timer keeps reducing. So are you noticing it keeps reducing? That's 9, that's 8. So now we are going, our score is increasing and our timer is reducing because of the code that will make it repeat 50 times. It should reduce 50 times. So see, So I want you to do that code on on your.
Oh,
I want
so
you
I
to
don't
do.
have a right arrow. How many trainers?
Oh, you're using a pad. So which key are
Yes.
you going to put instead? Which key are you going to put instead?
I will take a screenshot. Like,
Do you know what you're going to do? You can click. Look under your control blocks. Yeah, if you are going through your control blocks, see this block here. When this sprite is clicked, so I'm going to. Oh, sorry. See here under event. When this sprite is clicked, are you seeing that? So I'm going to put it there instead. Instead of when right arrow is clicked, I will detach when right arrow key is clicked. I'm going to put when this sprite is clicked. So now wherever I click this sprite, it's going to be moving. So you're going to be tapping your sprite and it's going to be moving. So I'm tapping my sprite itself. So do that. Change when space is filled. Change it to when this sprite is clicked. So it's going to be this sprite that will be clicked. So do that.
where is it?
Have you done that? Okay, you're setting your time variable. Okay, I'm sending message.
So I can't use
You can't see my screen.
no, I can't.
Can you see it now?
That's what you want. Because they have given you a list. Did you like optional? Did you like optional? Use the optional way. They are telling you that the children are going to engage in all of these sports. They doesn't have to be there. The child can be accepted if they want it.
That's not the right block. That's not the right block. is repeat 50 times. Look at it well. Look at it well.
I was hospitalized as a Which so
May I confirm it? Add add a backdrop. Add blue sky to your. Add blue sky.
yeah, I'm not really good. It was
Okay.
Thursday. It was Thursday.
Can add that too. Now we want to make another task. Want to make something. No, don't delete. Just detach. Just detach when I is clicked and make it when this sprite is clicked. Now click the sprite, and now that is it. That's it. Very good. Very good. Very good. So now we want our sprite to come instead of us. We'll be manually dragging our cat back to the edge. So we want it to go there automatically when we click our flag, when we press our flag. So we've done that before in our previous class, how to make your sprites go to a certain place at a particular period of time. So I hope you remember that code. This code here, you can make it glide. Let's make it glide instead of disappearing there. So events, when flag is clicked, we want to know the exact location. So I'm going to take our sprite first and drag it there. It's going to show our location here. X minus 188 and Y minus 121. So I'm going to come here, glide 1 second
Tell me,
to
tell you,
X minus 188 and Y minus 121. So do that now. Do that.
sir. I
Do
think
the
I
do the,
last time was I
the code I just did. Do that on your scratch now.
I get it from counting men. That's like 81. Or let me call them to find out. Let me just call them.
Is that the right? Is that the right degree?
Yes.
Now Stop your code and click flag. That's not where it's supposed to glide to. Look at my code. Look at my code here. See, if it's at the center of the screen, it's going to glide to the back, not to the front. Look at it here. Glide x to minus 188 and y to minus 121. Maybe you made x minus 121. Look, x should be minus 188 and y should be minus 121. You're going to see it here on the information of your sprite here. X minus 188 and y minus 121. So minus, put the minus there. Put this is minus. Make sure the minus is there. If it's not there, it's going to move into the front. So make sure it is minus. Make sure it is minus.
I know it's already on minus.
Amy,
So,
you should edit it on the code, not on the information. On your code. See, glide 1 second to x minus 188 to x minus 188 and y minus 121. Now stop your code and click it again. So very good. You see it glide by itself to the edge. So instead of us dragging it every time, that's what that code is for. We've done it in our previous class, I think. Yeah, so now you see. So when we click start, our timer starts counting backward until it gets to 0. So, and when we are clicking this sprite, you see it is moving. When I'm tapping it, it's moving. So, when are we going to know if our game is over? If the time is 0, right? If the time is 0 and you've not reached the edge of the board, it should stop all. You should not be able to do anything again. So what are we going to do? We've done that. We are just learning how to input our codes. So what are we going to do? We are going to use the stop all scripts under control. We are going to come here to this when this sprite is clicked, move 10 steps. Let's confirm both 0.5 seconds, change score by 1. So I'm going to come here if this place here If under sensing, under operators, zero operators, if I'm not going to come to our variable here, you see it's circular. If timer equals to, I'm going to put here, equals to 0, then control here, stop this script. Didn't do the script again. If timer equals to 0, then stop the script. So that if you click here, if timer is equal to 0, it should stop this. So you're going to come here also, event. When event is clicked, when this is clicked, when flag is clicked, Amy,
Yes, sir. I will talk about it. Wasn't it last week? Yes, I will say, hey, we don't know how to.
Amy, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So if timer, this control here, if it's equals to 0 under my variable timer, if it's equals to 0, then stop all. Stop all. Put it there. So once timer is equals to 0, it's going to stop all. So that is how to end your scripts. It's going to stop all once timer is equals to 0. But this code here, this when flag sprite is clicked, it's still going to be doing, because when sprite is clicked, it's going to be doing, because you are clicking the sprite, not when flag is clicked, is when sprite is clicked. But you just know that it's going to stop score, it's going to stop other events by itself. So when we start our flag, you see it glides. So we have to beat the time and reach the end before the timer gets 0 to make sure we win the game, we beat the game. So I want to do that on your screen too now. So we beat the time. So after I've done that on your screen, we are going to make our last code there. When it reaches the final destination, it should say winner. It should say it wins. Or it should play a sound that it wins. Or it should play meow. Anyone, it should play the default sound. So do that on your screen. Let me make it visible. So this, if timer is equals to 0 forever, make sure forever is there. So you should be checking it forever. You should stop all. So this should be added. Let me make everything together. Okay. So you put that on your screen. Amy? Amy?
Mr. Bolaji,
Yes?
I'm done.
Okay, so click your start your code. Start your code. Let's see how it goes. Let me see your code. Start it. Amy,
So,
start your code. Let me see your screen. Let me see your code and start it. Where is your cat? Right. I think if I did, so go to looks and click show.
I should go to where?
Looks under looks. You hide you hide. You see show.
Where is she?
Scroll under look.
No.
What's with your code? Why is it not showing? Stop your code and stop it.
So,
Stop your code first.
so I should get my cat.
Stop your code. Stop your code. That your cat is not showing. Why is it not showing? Do you put anything in your code?
No, you don't know that is
Okay, open your mouth.
Ma.
Which one?
Which one?
But this one will match with that. This one. This one. You wait to talk.
Yes,
Even if
yes,
it's like you wait, because you have to be wearing it for it to open.
yes.
You have to be wearing it for it to open. There's no second shoe anyway.
Eh?
Okay. And it's the perfect size without socks. With the rest of them,
Amy,
you wear it.
So,
I'm sure you can see my code, right? You can see my project. So good. So we are going to be rounding the class up for today. So you did it on your pad, on your iPad. So I want you to make sure that you put it on your laptop once you reach home before our next class. I want to see
yes,
it on your
I
laptop.
will save it.
Don't save
Yeah, let
it.
me save
Save it and make sure you put it on your laptop once you
Okay,
reach
let
home.
me take this on my tab first.
Yeah, save it on your tab. Once you reach home, put it on your laptop. Make sure you put the same code. And so once you put the same code, practice. Please make sure. If you don't practice, you're not going to.
today of all this. Again, I'll say you should know where to
Have you saved it?
I've saved it.
So very good. That will be the end of our class today.
You don't want book. That one you put.
Goodbye.
I've saved it.
Okay, so goodbye.
Bye bye, Mr. Balaji. Thank you.
Yeah. So make sure you do my tax. Put it on your laptop. Same code. I'll make sure it runs on your laptop.
You have to. Not a small.
No, no.
Bye.
Bye.